Your KawarthaOldies.com. Remember.
Greetings. Welcome to From the Archives for this Friday. It is the 19th of March. We're live to the net and at Facebook as well. Playing with a new theme today as well. For a weekend, broadcast bloopers. We love to do this on a Friday because, well, you can get yourself in trouble live to air, whether you're on television or radio or on stage performing. And when you blow it, when there's an error of some kind, there's no going back. You can't roll the tape back and do it again. And here we have one from back in the day. This goes back decades to obviously a seasoned performer. And nothing in this newscast goes right. And the fault lies with people in the control room, calling the shots, pushing the buttons, and not all that well either. Have a listen. This poor fella right here.
Headline edition, May 15th, 1953. In Washington, General Bradley's speech today was one of several interesting news developments dealing with our military defenses. Here's a summary by Gunner Back. We seem to be unable to contact Washington at this time. Let's try once again. Our cue to Washington is here is a summary by Gunner Back. Sorry, we seem to be unable, for some inexplicable reason, to contact correspondent Gunner Back in Washington, even as we have contacted him every night for the past 8 years. Well, the speech by General Bradley, as you may have heard, was before the Women's National Press Club, and it was one in which he told the assembled ladies that the United States must spend heavily on military readiness as far into the future as we can see at this time. He emphasized that the risk to our security at the present time continues to be great and that the possibility of war is still with us. General Bradley warned that the nation must not ever place economy ahead of security. He said today that as he made these remarks, he did not have the present budget cutting in mind, but he did want to have a discussion with the members of the Women's National Press Club concerning the long-range cost of keeping the peace, and he did discuss it with them in just that way. Now then, to the nation's sports fans, the biggest news in quite a while is building tonight in Chicago, where world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano is about to meet that challenge from ex-champ Jersey Joe Walcott. We sent correspondent Tom Casey to the weighing-in ceremonies today, and he recorded this report at that dramatic scene. Well, Mother told me there would be days like this. Let's see what else we have in the news to talk about this evening on a memorable headline edition, at least to me. Suppose we come back to you in just a moment or two. On this cue, I'll be back in a minute with more news.
Headline Edition is one of over 60 top ABC news shows brought to you each week by a distinguished staff of reporters, analysts, and commentators. ABC specializes in swift, accurate, and complete reporting of the latest happenings here and abroad. That kind of news coverage doesn't just happen. A trained newsman fills in the coloring that brings the event to life, but it takes an experienced correspondent to know how that event fits the overall news pattern. For penetrating analyses, stay tuned throughout the day and night to ABC.
With portions transcribed. What portions? That's today's Headline Edition.
There you are. From the archives. A newscast gone horribly wrong. We'll be back on Monday with more from the archives from the fantastic Kawartha Time Machine.
Nostalgia for you.
That's what we do.
Online with the fantastic Kawartha Time Machine.